I'm reading the film director's intuition, and she said something that just gave me so much clarity and insight about creating content. And she said that she was using comedians as an example of this, but what makes someone interesting versus uninteresting is whether or not they're using their words to reveal something about themselves, or whether or not they're using their words to hide something about themselves. When we find people boring and disingenuous, it's because they're masking. It's because they're performing something that on some intuitive level we know is not really who they are. And so we're not interested in that, right? Like, you're just saying stuff just to say stuff. When people speak in a way that reveals something about themselves, even if it's not that they're literally sharing like a childhood story or something personal, but it reveals something about the way that they think, their worldview, how they talk about problems, or like their opinions, their point of view, something that's actually revealing. I know that there's a lot of conversation about the fear of being seen or the fear of being perceived, but I don't think it's that. I feel like that's surface level. I think we have a fear of truly being witnessed and understood on a level to where no matter if someone says something positive or negative about us, whatever it is that they say, it's true. I think that's where the fear is. Because when someone says something about you and it's surface level, who cares? But if they say something about you and you're like, that's actually facts, that's when it really hits. I think that's what it is. And on top of that, we're just not really taught to reveal things. Like, I remember growing up in a Jamaican household, it was always literally, we had 3 layers of curtains. Like, the blinds were always closed. I think part of being in the diaspora is hiding, because I think hiding is safety for us. And that safety kept us alive, kept us here in so many ways. And sharing can be seen as vulnerable, can be seen as something that puts you in harm's way. But, at the same time, it's also the conduit to connection. So it's really interesting to use these platforms as a mechanism for unlearning that and learning something else of like, how powerful would it be that I shared with people who don't know me, who I don't know, how I really see the world, how I see myself, how I process things, how I process my experiences, and that there's value in that.